because her start has kind of been absent in 2025. The Sha'Carri that won Worlds in 2023 and got silver at the Olympics in 2024 is back, and it's why she's running so fast, and it's why I think she's going to be a factor here in this final. Dina Asher-Smith of Great Britain, the British record holder at both 100 and 200, and of course she was world champion back in 2019, but somehow she does not have any individual Olympic medals. That's Chanel Smith, who she says she's having her most injury-free year. Here's Sha'Carri.
Seems to be a very composed Sha'Carri as well, who won this pre-classic 100 2 years ago. In fact, the last three winners, Shericka Jackson, Sha'Carri, Melissa, all in this final.
That's right. And here is the second fastest woman ever at 200 meters. Only Flojo is faster. In fact, she's been the most dominant 200-meter runner over the last few years. She has the second and third fastest 200-meter races of all time.
Is the world champion.
What's the saying? Walk softly.
Yeah.
Carry a big stick. She's going to break out that stick here, because I was really impressed about how she looked in that heat. And here's the collegiate record holder. She announced her presence with that NCAA win, because 10:63 makes her the fastest in the world. And she's still just 20.
Here comes Favour Ofili of Nigeria. She'll start in lane 8.
She's run 10:87 for her best, but only 11:10 so far. I don't think you win this race, Lee, unless you run 10:7 or better. It's too much talent. And there's Shanti Jackson, daughter of Bershawn Batman Jackson, the 2005 world champion in the 400-meter hurdles. All she's done is break the high school record. She's the current high school record 100-meter holder.
And look who is here. This was just a few moments ago. The legend, Shelly-Ann Fraser-Price, being acknowledged by the crowd here. And then South Carolina, the Gamecocks legend, Dawn Staley, multi-time NCAA championship winner, last couple of years runner-up with the Gamecocks. Two iconic women athletes here as special guests to watch this Nike women's 100-meter final.
Set.
And away we go. The world champion gets a much better start than Adasia Hodge. And here comes Sha'Carri. Look at Sha'Carri Richardson and the world champion. Sha'Carri to the line. It's tight between Sha'Carri and Melissa. It may very well be Sha'Carri Richardson. No, Jefferson Wood, and it's a photo finish.
Wow.
That's how tight it was. What's the margin, and who gets it?
Oh, that's got to be thousands. Saw her win the world title, and look at how close this was at the end. Remember, it's the torso across the line that's going to get
a little
you
more honed in on her race list. There's Melissa Jefferson Wooden.
Olympic bronze medalist in the 100. She dominated yesterday. Also a part of the gold medal 4x1 relay team for Team USA.
If not here, maybe Miami, because Daryl Nita of Great Britain, she made the final Olympic Games in the 100 and the 200. So these are both her events.
22:16 in the 200. She should be in the mix.
Tamara Clark was supposed to be in lane 4. She has scratched from this event.
That was Jodian Williams of Jamaica. She was the finalist in the indoor 60 meters at the World Indoors.
Jason Sears had a great indoor season, won the 60 at the Millrose. She came in 3rd in the 100.
Yeah, she was back this season looking strong. She looked good in the first 60 of the 100 too. This is going to be a test for her going out a little bit further to 200 meters.
And just at age 20, today might not be her day, but her days are coming for sure. Alana Reid of Jamaica.
They get away. Good start from Jefferson Wooden, has already made a yard on Prandini, but that won't phase her too much. She's running a good turn. Daryl Nita's just a metre or two behind, but it's going to be Prandini in the lead at the moment. Prandini with a half a metre. Jefferson Wooden is starting to close it down. Can Prandini hang on? She's got to be strong here. It's going to be so tight on the line. Who's going to get it? Jefferson Wooden takes both races in the women's short.
Speaking of speed, it's time for the Nike Women's 100 meters, featuring none other than the Olympic champ, Julian Alfred.
What a year she had last year after winning St. Lucia's first global medal indoors. She then won its first 2 Olympic medals outdoors, gold in the 100 and silver behind Gabby Thomas in the 200.
Defending champion here at the Nike Prefontaine Classic in the women's 100, it's Sha'Carri Richardson.
The equal 5th fastest woman of all time, but in her only race this year, she's only run 11:47. She's been dealing with an injury which has hampered her training. She'll be in lane 6, personal best 10:65.
And in lane 4, Melissa Jefferson Wooden.
Like Julian Alfred, she's been undefeated this year at 100. So we have a clash of the undefeateds here. We have a rematch of the podium from Paris. I don't think it's a reach to say, Lee, that I think the world champion in Japan is going to come from this field here.
TT Terry starts in lane 3. Talu Smith out in 8. Tina Clayton in there as well. Sha'Carri says, I just want a good, healthy race to lead me into nationals and worlds. We'll see how that goes. What kind of a start did Sha'Carri get? She's got work to do. Julian Alfred out nicely on the inside of her, Melissa Jefferson Wooden, and it's going to be Wooden. Yes, it is. Jefferson Wooden on the inside outdoes the Olympic champ.
Into a minus 1.5 meter per second headwind, she runs 10:75, and it's why a lot of people, based on her Grand Slam exploits.
There's one last act of drama to come. It's the women's 4x4 relay to bring down the curtain on an event that we've literally waited 5 years for. What a team from Poland. Never won the gold. 2 silvers back in 2016 and 2018, and the woman on the left was part of those quartets, Justyna Svajcic. She'll go lead leg for them. A bronze in 2022, but never the title for Poland. Is this their great chance? Alexandra Formella on second leg. Anastasia Kus goes third, and Greece anchoring them home. As you'd expect, it's a brilliant quartet from the United States. Champions in 14, 16 and 18. Quinara Hayes goes lead leg. Bailey Lear, Effiong, anchored home by Alexis Holmes. The Australians, 1 silver medal back in 1999. Could they finish an amazing weekend with yet more silverware? Yan, Li, Zhu and Li. They've never won a medal, the People's Republic of China. Their male compatriots went close, didn't they, with 4th? Let's see. And the Sri Lankans have a great quartet here. Mendis, Ramananyake, Muthara and Fernando. So in theory, this should come down to Poland or the United States. But watch for the Australians. They're anchored by Gemma Pollard, who was part of the World Junior 4x4 silver medal winning quartet. And what a fabulous weekend it's been for the Australians. So, Sri Lanka in 2, People's Republic of China in 3, Australia 4, United States 5, Poland in 6. The Polish team packed with talent and experience, but on paper, the American team slightly quicker. Fascinating duel to come here. The final of the women's 4x4 relay, bringing down the curtain on a breathless 3 days of athletics here at the 20th edition of the World Indoor Championships. Good running by Quinara Hayes. She's got past Justyna Svajcic, and it's Ellie Beer, the Oceanian champion, trying to keep the Australians in the mix in 3rd. As they break, it is Hayes with a metre or so on Svajcic. Beer doing well in 3rd place. China 4th with Yan and Fernando desperately trying to keep the gap from growing too big, the Sri Lankan. USA from Poland, from Australia. Remember, the Aussies haven't won a medal since 1999, 26 years. Good running from Ellie Beer to stay in contention. Hayes coming under a little bit of pressure here. Good finish by Svajcic. The Americans and Poland side by side. The Australians in 3rd.
Formella alongside Leah, Poland and America. There goes Bailey Lear down the back straight though, trying to open up a gap ahead of Alexandra Formella. Good running from Ella Conley at the moment. The Australian, good damage limitation for her. Great changeover between the two Australians to keep themselves in contention, keep themselves close to that silver medal. But here goes Bailey Lear. If she's judged this correctly, Bailey Lear in her second lap goes to form that she's going to hand over to Rosie Effiong with quite some lead in this women's 4x4. Alexandra Formella trying to launch a challenge down the back straight. The American is going to keep the lead into 100 metres to go, but these bends can be punishing if you've already hit lactic. Leah pushing and pushing. Formella is coming though. The Polish woman is lurking, trying to eat in to the lead of the Americans, but the Americans stay in pole position from Poland and the Australians in third.
Brilliant end to that leg from Formella to close the gap, but now it's Rosie Effiong, sixth in the individual final. She races frequently on the NCAA circuit and has bags of experience, and Kus of Poland is going backwards here, which is giving Pasquale, the Australian, something to chase. This has been an excellent leg so far from Effiong, because Kus was right behind her when she took the baton, but the Polish woman is beginning to struggle. Effiong down the back straight, trying to close in on another gold for the Americans. It's been their weekend, 14 medals so far, and she'll hand over to the relay specialist Alexis Holmes. One last leg for one last gold medal. Effiong to Holmes, it's a really big lead. Poland second, the Australians third. Remember, they haven't won a medal in 26 years. It's Pollard, the world junior 4x4 silver medalist, trying to close down Grich of Poland and turn a bronze into silver. But Alexis Holmes is away here. Individual silver, just pipped by Amber Anning in a fabulous individual 400 showdown. But Holmes has run so many great relay legs in 48 plus. She's such a strong athlete, and she'll be desperately hoping to finish with a flourish here after the individual silver. A mighty battle by Gemma Pollard to close the gap on Grich for the silver, but Poland holding it at the moment. There's the gap between second and third, but Alexis Holmes can afford to smile and savour every single second. The Americans take the last gold and have the last word on a blistering 3 days. Silver for Poland, and it's a brilliant bronze for the Australians at the end of what's probably been their most successful World Indoors in history. Back on the podium for the first time in 26 years, but nobody was to deny Alexis Holmes the golden finish to 3 great days here in Nanjing. One of the highlights in just a second. I thought they were just under a little bit of pressure here. It was a brilliant end to that second leg for the Polish.
It was a brilliant effort from Formella, really closing up on Bailey Lear there. He had a tough job kind of running solo like that and having to judge your effort. She was just coming under a bit of pressure in the closing stages, and you could see her, Kush, the third leg athlete from Poland, couldn't even make it to the line. She was absolutely spent, but Alexis Holmes, she wasn't happy to give way to Amber Anning yesterday in the individual final, and she would have gone, at least I've got a chance to leave Nanjing on a high with a gold medal as I turn my sights towards the outdoor season. Greece did her job supremely well in them in the silver medal position. I think my highlight...
Wagwan, my Jamaican family, and once again welcome back to the Yardie Reactivities. For the first time you are checking me out, kindly subscribe, like and share to my YouTube channel, and to my returning subscribers I do want to say thank you very much for the love and support you are always giving on to me. Whereby today, guys, we're diving on to sports once again, and to hereby I've got 2 different coverages onto this video, whereby the first video covers the 2026 Prefontaine Classic 100-meter final, which featured a highly competitive race between top-tier sprinters. The highlight was the narrow victory of Melissa Jefferson Wooden over fellow US star Sha'Carri Richardson and Jamaican star, Tina Clayton. And here there is the outcome, whereby Melissa Jefferson Wooden won with a time of 10.78 seconds, edging out Sha'Carri Richardson, who finished in 10.79 seconds. And to the finish, it was an incredibly tight race that required a photo finish to determine the winner. The video highlights that Jefferson Wooden secured the win with a crucial dip at the finish line, whereas Richardson did not. On to the final results. The race featured a studded field, including Melissa Jefferson Wooden, whom took the first position with 10.78 seconds. Sha'Carri Richardson from again second position with 10.79 seconds. Adija Hodge on the third position with 10.80 seconds. Daryl Nater with the fourth position, 10.89 seconds. Tina Clayton fifth with 11.00 seconds. Shericka Jackson on sixth with 11.02 seconds. Shanti Jackson Shanti Jackson 7th position with 11.02 seconds. Favor of Philly 8th with 11.07 seconds. 9 was Dina Asher Smith with 11.08 seconds. And throughout the video here we discuss the immense talent in the field, including the presence of Olympic champion Julian Alfred and other world-class athletes, emphasizing that the competition reflects the highest level of current global sprinting. And in it we look at who is Adija Hodge, mainly because some of you may not be familiar with her. Adija Hodge, often referred to as Adija Hodge, is a talented sprinter representing the British Virgin Islands. Born on March 21, 2006, she has quickly established herself as a rising star in the world of track and field. And to the key achievement and highlights, collegiate success, she has competed for the University of Georgia, where she has set multiple collegiate records, including a stunning 10.63 in the 100 meter and 21.63 in the 200 meter at the 2026 NCAA championships. And into the international competition, she is an Olympian Paris 2024 and has represented her country in, or rather on the world stage, including at the World Athletics Under-20 Championship. And to the notable recognition, at age 20, she became the youngest woman to break 10.70 seconds in the 100 meter, marking her as one of the fastest emerging talents in the sports. And as mentioned in the video, she is a formidable competitor who consistently ranks among top-tier sprinters in major events like the Prefontaine Classic. And just in case if you might be asking yourself again, how fast was the winning time? If you have watched the video to the end, the winning time in the women's 100 meter final at the 2026 Prefontaine Classic was 10.78 seconds, achieved by Melissa Jefferson Wooden. Achieved by Melissa Jefferson Wooden. She narrowly edged out Sha'Carri Richardson, who finished just behind her with a time of 10.79 seconds. And in it, did Sha'Carri Richardson win any other races? And concerning on to the video, yes, Sha'Carri Richardson has an extensive list of major victories throughout her career beyond the race discussed in the video. Some of her notable achievements include the 2023 World Championships, whereby she famously won the 100 meter gold medal. Olympic success, she was a key member of the US gold medal winning 4x100 meter relay team. Onto the collegiate record, in 2019, she set major under-20 world records while winning the 100 meter at the NCAA Division Outdoor Championships. And to the early career, she dominated at the high school level, securing 8 state championships, including multiple victories in both the 100 meter and 200 meter. 2026 season, as noted in recent reports, she secured a win at the LA Grand Prix in her 2026 season debut. As you have heard onto that video, the first video, we had majorly, performances by different athletes from Jamaica: Tina Clayton, Shericka Jackson. But yeah, in this case, they did not perform as we expected. And even these Sha'Carri Richardson from USA, we did not expect her to give us such kind of a performance. But yeah, we do appreciate each and every one of them. On to the second video. The video features a recap whereby on the women's 4x400 meter relay final at the World Indoor Championships held in Nanjing, the United States team consisting of Kuinara Hayes, Bailey Leah, Rosie Effiong and Alexis Holmes dominated the race to win the gold medal with a time of 3.27.45 seconds. And on to the highlights. The start, Justina Sweetie Esetic led for Poland early on, but Kuinara Hayes kept the United States close. On to the middle leg, Bailey Leah and Rosie Effiong built a significant lead for the United States, while Poland held on to second place despite a challenging effort from Alexandra Fora and Anastasia Kass. On to the finish, Alexis Holm anchored the team with a strong 51.47 split, securing the victory comfortably. On to the final standing, United States with 3:27.45 seconds took the first position, Poland with 3:32.06 seconds, second position, Australia 3:32.65 seconds, the third position, People's Republic of China 3:38.56 seconds on the fourth position, and on the fifth position, Sri Lanka with 3:40.62 seconds. And into diving it a little bit, who was the anchor for the Team USA? As I told you earlier on, the anchor for the United States women's 4x400 relay team was Alexis Holmes, as she did a great work onto the track field. And how long has it been since Australia won a medal? Before this event, it has been 26 years since the Australian women's 4x400 meter relay team won a medal at the World Indoor Championships, with their previous success dating back to 1999. And again, what was the final time for the US team? The United States women's 4x400 relay team won the gold medal with a final time of 3:27.45 seconds. And that leads us to the end of the video. So guys, let's come around, share our thoughts throughout the comment section so we can get to interact and know what you think, and mainly because your opinion does matters to us every day. Thank you very much guys for following up the video with me. I was your host, Yadi Reacts. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe, like and share to my YouTube channel. And to my returning subscribers, I'd wanna say thank you very much for the love and support you are always giving unto me. Always remember to link me up through my next videos. All I'd wanna say is peace out there.